Hello, it's winter outside, so today I decided to do some garage projects. Today's plan is to make a comfortable rotating seat in this boat instead of this boat bench. For this, I will need to make a special platform, which I will use instead of this bench, and attach a chair with a rotating mechanism on top. I ordered almost everything I need from Temu. Take a look at this nice seat. It seems to be a very high-quality thing. It bends neatly. The holes for fastening are made well. The first impression is really good, and whether there will be any minuses, time will tell. The question is whether the material will be durable. But so far I am really satisfied with what I see. This is the main thing I will need. I also bought such a metal rotating mechanism. And here I made my first mistake. I chose dimensions that are not compatible with the seat I purchased. Well, maybe it would be more accurate to say that I didn't make a mistake, but the descriptions didn't include measurements for the seat mounting location, so that's why it happened. And the swivel mechanism itself looks very good, made of solid metal. You can see the metal bearings. It rotates easily and smoothly. I'll leave a link to this product in the description. Just pay attention to the measurements if you buy it. In addition, I want to use the same chair on two of my boats, so I'll show you what swivel mechanism I found for such a purpose. You'll also need these folding corners to make this bench. Maybe there's a more accurate name for these things, but they're usually used to attach shelves. But they have an additional function that they can close and open like this. This will be especially useful to me, because with the help of this attachment, my bench will be able to fold, and it will be very convenient to transport it. It looks decent quality, there's no wobbling, it works properly. And the last thing I bought may not be relevant to everyone, but I think it will be really useful. This is a small protective material that I will put on the chair during transportation, or when I leave the boat with the chair on the shore. This will be protection from both rain and sun. In addition to all this, I will only need marine plywood. By the way, you can use any other plywood, but marine plywood will be much more resistant to water and other difficult conditions on the water. You should be able to find such a board easily at a hardware store. And lastly, you will also need such brackets that are on regular boat benches. I took them from my boat. It was a spare set attached to the bottom of the transom. But you can look for these things in fishing stores. And now it's time to prepare the plywood panels. I bought such a long sheet of marine plywood, the width was just right for me. I will need one piece 35 centimeters, one piece 34 centimeters, and one 4 centimeters. I cut it according to the measurements. I'll write down the measurements, maybe it will be useful to someone. We will talk about them a little later because they may differ for each boat. After cutting, I will also sand the edges so that they are not sharp. And I should also paint those edges so that they are also protected from moisture. But it is winter now, so I will do this procedure later when it will be warmer outside. Well, we have the boards. As I said, we will make such a corner from the boards. Something like this. It will probably be better visible here. And the seat will be attached to the top. For the rotation mechanism, I will use these. This part attaches to the seat, and this side to the bench, and the whole thing rotates. This one is plastic, so it's definitely not as good as the metal one with bearings. But its advantage is that these parts come apart from each other. It's really hard to do so yet. I don't really like it. But maybe it will get better with time. This is how it comes apart, and I have two bases that will be attached to my two boats. So I can use the same chair on different boats. So let's try to assemble this construction. It's a little more complicated here because the drill doesn't reach this place. I'm trying to make holes. And I'll screw it in with a screwdriver. There are no big problems with that. Well, let's try to put this new product on. I probably made this bench a little too wide because I'm having a hard time putting it here now. It's possible to put it there, but maybe I should have made it a little narrower. Or I can change the places of the plastic holders. Well, the platform is already in place, it remains to put the seat on top. Now it's a little higher on this side, but I did it this way with the idea that when the boat is on the water, the bottom will drop a little lower. So I hope the height will be just right. And the size of this plate depends on the specific boat, because not all boats have the same air cylinders and not all the bench holders are in the same place. Therefore, this plate will need to be measured individually. You can find such platforms in stores. There is usually an option to adjust this height, but I couldn't find such a platform that could fold comfortably for transportation. And now I take the seat and try to find a position for it. The position needs to be chosen so that when the chair turns, it doesn't touch the boat. It seems to me that I immediately found the right position. I'll probably leave it like this. Oh man, it feels very comfortable. Okay, let's continue. Let's try to put the chair on. You need practice to understand how to use this holder better. It seems I managed to install it. The seat is incredibly comfortable. I like it very much. As I mentioned, you just need to set the height correctly. But I hope that the bottom will lower more on the water, and it will be perfect. But if necessary, I will easily shorten it because now I roll back a little. But already it feels very comfortable. As I said, the goods were purchased from Temu. I will leave you the links in the description. Let's put it on. Bent down the chair and that's it. Everything is perfect. There is also a special belt. It goes here and you can tighten everything. If it will hold water well, it will be great. The material seems to be waterproof. I have water with me. I will try it right away. It seems to hold water. Everything is fine. I think this project was successful. See you next time. Bye.